everyone, today we are going to learn how to operate extruder machine, or you can call it blowing machine. So first step we are going to take is to learn how to set the temperature. Right now I'm setting the temperature. Here is where we set temperature in extruder machine. When setting your temperature, you have to be checking the nylon because different nylons comes with different gauges. Now as I'm setting the temperature, I'm touching the texture of the nylon to know the type of temperature, the type of heat I'm going to be giving to it. And if you're coming across our video for the first time, my name is V-Word. On this channel we talk about everything that has to do with nylon production, from the raw materials to the machineries, production process, and even teach you how to market your product. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share. Like I said, today is all about extruder machine, how it works, how we operate it. So right now I'm setting the temperature. In nylon production, first thing is temperature, especially when you have extruder machine. You have to know how to set the temperature to get accurate gauge for each and every nylon you are producing. Failure to get accurate temperature, you will be producing waste. A lot of waste will be coming out from what you are producing. So after the temperature, another thing in the extruder machine is the type of nylon you are producing. Are you producing big and less, the big nylon bag, or are you producing the smaller one, or are you producing the one that have hand? This is another thing to consider in extruder machine. While operating extruder machine, these are things you have to consider. The size of nylon you are producing. Is in only in extruder machine you determine the type of nylon you are going to produce, the shape of nylon you are going to produce in nylon production. Call extruder machine the father of nylon production because anything that extruder machine gives you is what you are going to have as nylon. One mistake made here will affect the whole production. So while operating extruder machine, you have to be very careful, extra careful in doing that. That's why they hire experts in operating it. Operators, those that is well trained in extruder machine, are the people operating the machine. So right in front of me is my warmer and my material. I've been warming this material for some minutes now, so it's time to pour it into my hopper. Remember, you must warm your material, make it heat before putting it inside the hopper. It's the hopper that's going to transfer it to the blowing machine. When you pour the material you have already heated inside your hopper, you have to bring another material and pour inside the warmer so that it will start heating also. When you are operating an extruder machine, you have to be going around checking out that everything you have set before to know whether all of them are still in normal place, in good condition. Operators don't sleep while operating extruder machine. They go around, check whether things are in normal place. As you can see, I'm going around making sure things are moving normal, everything is in good condition, even adding extra materials inside my warmer, and even the one that I've added inside the warmer before, I'm removing it to put it in hopper where it's supposed to be. I'm making sure that it's still hot and it's still moving fine. You know, after recycling you get blowing machine, or you can call it extruder. After recycling you get it. Recycling is the mother of nylon production, while extruder is the father of nylon production. Recycling machine gets the whole material ready, while extruder machine produces the nylon. What I'm doing right now is that I'm extracting some materials that is not good from that thing and removing it. So I'm removing it with my hands. There are some materials that is not good that is inside that, so I'm removing it with my hand. So right now I'm going to measure the nylon, the size of the nylon, to know whether it has shifted to the normal size I set it before, or it's still working perfectly. Measurement is another important thing in operating an extruder machine. Like I said before, one mistake you make here will affect the whole production. So if you did not measure the size well, it will really affect the production. So the sizes matters. Here is the first place you have to set the size. In nylon production, they will tell you what of if you want to order for nylon, and the first question the people that is experienced will ask you, what of the blowing size? I need the blowing size this before getting to cutting size. So if you are planning on buying extruder machine, or you already have extruder machine, so you have to pay attention to this. This is how to operate it. There's nothing much there. Understand? If you don't know how to operate it, you can hire an experienced operator, somebody that knows how to operate this machine very well. The person will help you to be operating it. Operating an extruder machine is very easy, and is what anybody can learn. Anybody can learn it. Very easy. You understand? So let's move to cutting machine. Let me check what they are doing over there, because cutting of the nylon is very important too, because after good production and you did not cut it well, cutting is another important place you have to pay attention. While cutting your nylon, you have to pay very good attention in the sizes too and other things. As you can see, I'm measuring the size of the one my operator is cutting, to know whether he's getting it or not. Understand? So all these things you have to be paying attention in all these things. Don't just leave your operators, because some of these people, some of these operators, they don't have joy in them. Understand? So you have to monitor them well to know whether they are doing what you ask them to do correctly. As for vward company, we have good operators, but still we are still checking up on them to know whether they are still doing what they know how to do best. As you can see, I'm checking whether the nylon seal well is very strong in the bottom, because here is very important, like it's very important. So after checking it, I noticed some things, so I'm correcting him right now. I'm guiding him on what to do. You understand? You know, in cutting machine, if you're not careful, you will think that it's sealing. You will not know that the temperature have shift or whatever. Maybe you know in blowing, sometimes you see the one that is harder, or you see the one that is lighter. So why cutting it? If you are not careful, when producing the stronger one, it will not be sealing, because that's not the temperature you gave it. You understand? That's why you have to be active 24 hours. So all these things is what we check in cutting machine. You understand? So as I'm here now, my eye is still in blowing machine, like my eye is still there, because one small mistake will ruin everything. So as I'm monitoring the whole process, I'm also writing down what we have produced so far, type of nylon we have produced, the sizes, and how many rows we have produced so far. So I'm taking note of everything, because everything about nylon production is by kilograms, by kg. I always tell people that everything about nylon is by kg. You can calculate everything you want to calculate in nylon. It's very easy. Now let me go back to my extruder machine to know whether it's still moving well, that everything is still working perfectly the way I left it, to check up on cutting machine. So I have to check the whole part, every part that is very necessary, that I know that it usually shifts. So I have to check everything to know whether it's still in order. And yes, guess what, it's still working perfectly. Now the nylon they are cutting is for somebody in Abuja that we are going to webill the next morning. So let me package it, so it will be easy for us in the morning to just webill it. Don't forget, we cut for people, we sell in kilograms like this. If you want it 80 kg, 90 kg, 100 kg inside the bag, we just cut it for you, pack it in big bag like this, just webill it to your doorstep anywhere you are. When you now receive the goods, you use your hand and package it the way you want. Anyhow you want it, you now use your hand and package it. Don't forget, we still offer physical and online classes. See you in my next video. Bye.